Alright, this is Vegeta8259, and this is part 2 of my 1:100 scale high-grade Gundam X review. And I figured to start off with this part, I'll just do a comparison of the two boxes. Just in case you were thinking about buying these, I'll show you the boxes so you won't get confused. The main thing to look out for is basically that Gundam X has a red background, and the X Divider has a green background. Because Gundam X's pose is pretty much exactly the same on both boxes. The only difference is this one has a satellite system, and this guy's got the divider and the beam rifle. So that is the comparison of the boxes. So let's get on to the kit itself. I'm not going to bother going over articulation again, because it's exactly the same as the regular Gundam X. The colors are a little bit different though. The only color difference is that instead of getting chrome plated parts, we now get these purplish colored parts with sparkly stuff in them. And I'm not sure if that's going to show up on camera or not, but there's like little tiny sparkly things inside this purple plastic. But don't worry, we do get other chrome-plated parts, just not for these things. For stickers, you get a much larger sticker sheet. Unfortunately, mine is pretty wrinkly, but that's okay, because I won't be using it anyway. You get the same stickers that came on the original Gundam X, the blue for the wrists, white for the chest, green for the eyes, red triangles on the knees. Those parts for the side skirts are going to be a purple instead of the chrome that it was originally. The stickers actually went, never mind. I got confused for a second. Anyway, we just get a bunch of these dark blue purplish looking stickers for the divider shield, as well as some red stickers as well. So now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the divider system. So like I said, the body is exactly the same, with one exception. You get a new side skirt, which has got these little grenades on attached to it, 2 of them in fact. But you do get the original side skirt as well, as kind of a little bonus. Another bonus that you get with this kit is the Gatling Gun is left over from the original Gundam X, even though there's not really a place to mount it onto this kit, but it's just there anyway. Although if you had the original Gundam X as well, you could put it on that one and have double Gatling guns over the shoulder. Let's see, back to the grenades. These do come out, by the way, and they're just, I think this is 2 pieces of, or maybe it was 3 pieces, I can't remember. No, it's 2 pieces, just gray plastic. I think the ends of them are supposed to be painted white though, so you'll have to do that. For the divider backpack, it's got the same backpack as the Gundam X, only it's got another gray piece that attaches on the top of it. And you've got these beam saber mounts which double as thrusters, and then you've got these down here which I believe to be propellant tanks. They don't have any thrusters on the bottom, and based on how they were used in the anime, I think they're just propellant tanks. So anyway, yes, you do get 2 beam sabers. However, unfortunately, Bandai only saw fit to give us 1 beam. So you're going to have 1 lit and 1 unlit, unless you have both the Gundam X and the X Divider, in which case you can borrow the beam from your Gundam X and then have both beams lit. And you can probably pull off some pretty dramatic poses with the Gundam X Divider wielding 2 beam sabers. Anyway, those just go back in there. They are kind of loose though. They're not very securely tucked in there, so they kind of jiggle around a little bit and fall out easily. But as long as you don't hang them upside down, it shouldn't really be a problem. Also, those same beam saber mounts have thrusters on the back, which come out like that, although they come out a little bit farther when you pull out the beam sabers. But that's really more for hovering mode with the X divider, which I guess would be the next thing to get to, because I think that's about, oh no, we got the beam rifle, but anyway. This is the divider shield, as you can see, and it's pretty plain looking now because I haven't applied any of the stickers. Like I said, I'll be painting this, which you'll see in part 3. But I did want to point out that it's got this nice black chrome. So instead of getting that kind of baby blue chrome that we got with Gundam X, in the divider we get black chrome. As you can see on the opposite side, it's just regular silver. And it's got a handle right here, which fits nicely into Gundam X's hand. And I have to say, this divider is pretty nicely detailed. You know, usually an abundance of panel lines is kind of a turnoff, but I think on this divider shield in particular, it's pretty nice. Now, unfortunately, Gundam X, well, the X divider anyway, suffers the same problem that Master Grade pt02 has, and that he's got a big shield and the handle isn't all that great. So I think the best idea is just going to be to let the shield sit on the ground. That's going to allow it to balance a little bit better. Anyway, to transform the shield, first of all, in its untransformed state, these little black chrome parts can go up and down. But to transform it, you'll just unclip these end pieces, and they rotate out. And there's actually a little hole and a couple of pegs right here, so when they're clipped down, it keeps the shield from opening unnecessarily. Anyway, it's got kind of a double hinge system on the back here, with some polycaps and some plastic hinges that slides the whole shield around, the whole time keeping these black chrome parts out. And then it just goes around like so, and that's pretty much it. The whole inside of the divider is also that black chrome, which I think has a really, really nice look to it. Got lots of little beams in here. The one in the middle has a polycap in it, which looks kind of awkward, but that was necessary for the hovering mode, which I guess we'll get to next. You'll notice that the backpack has a large space on the back of it with a peg, and the divider just goes right into it. These things kind of go out like so, and that's where these thrusters on the top here come in to play, as they provide a little bit of extra propulsion for hovering mode. Just like the X divider could, not X divider, Gundam X could do hovering mode with the satellite system, which I just now realized I forgot to go over. I'll do that in part 3. So yeah, that's pretty much the divider shield. We do have one last accessory, a beam rifle, which is molded in kind of a purplish, bluish gray color. It's actually a double beam rifle, which I thought was nice. It's got 2 barrels, it's got 2 sights on it, and it's a bit easier for Gundam X to hold than the divider shield. So I guess that about does it for the Gundam X divider. Just make sure to stay tuned for part 3, where you will get to see the Gundam X with the satellite system and X divider and all of the accessories painted, modified, and decaled and finished, and to make hopefully what I consider to be a better version of the Gundam X than the 1:144 scale high grade. At least that's what I hope when I get around to finishing it. So, I will see you guys next time.